Hey y'all, and welcome back to the party. It's your girl Britt Reacts, and today we are reacting to Joyner Lucas. I'm not racist. Let's see what he has to say. It's loading.
With all due respect, I don't have pity for you black niggas. That's the way I feel. Screaming Black Lives Matter, all the black guys rather be deadbeats than pay your bills. Yelling nigga this and nigga that. Call everybody nigga and get a nigga mad. As soon as I say nigga, then everyone react and wanna swing at me and call me racist cause I ain't black. Well, pound that then. Talking about slavery like you was around back then. Like you was picking cotton off the fucking ground back then. Like you was on the plantation getting down back then. Alright, look. I see a black man aiming his gun, but I'd rather see a black man claiming his son. And I don't mean just for one day and you done. I mean, you still trapped in a rut. And I work my ass off and pay my taxes for what?
Shook. Gonna bet everything I own that that's Joyner's voice. I'm pretty sure that's not this young man's voice. I also think this is a perspective of a lot of Americans to the other, people that they're speaking to. I think a lot of people think like this. And I don't think that that makes them racist. But let's see what he has to say.
So you can keep living on free government assistance, food stamps for your children, but you still tryna sell them for some weed and some liquor or a fucking babysitter while you party on the road cause you ain't got no fucking goals? You already late. You motherfuckers need to get your damn priorities straight. Wait. It's like you proud to be fake, but you lazy as fuck. And you rather sell drugs and get a job and be straight. And then you turn around and complain about the poverty rate. Fuck out of my face. You can't escape problems. You can pray for some change, but can't break a dollar. Got nobody else to blame.
You can pray for some change, but can't break a dollar. Shout out to these two young men, these actors. Phenomenal. There's a lot being said here. Wow. I'm like, this is so good. I would love this to be expanded into like a show or like like on tour, like an experience or something. This is so good. I'm only a minute in and it's so good.
Blame, so you blame Donald. They fucked the world with a Make America Great condom. My boy's been back. I'm not racist. My sister's boyfriend's black. I'm not racist. My sister-in-law's baby cousin Tracy got a brother and his girlfriend's black. My head's in the cloud.
Okay.
Heard there's not enough jobs for all the men in your house. Maybe we should build a wall to keep the Mexicans out. Or maybe we should send them all to the ghetto for now. I'm not racist. And I never lied, but I think there's a disconnect between your culture and mine. I worship the Einsteins, studied the Steve Jobs, but you ride Tupac's dick like he was a fucking god. Oh my God. And all you care about is rapping and stunting and being ratchet. And that's the nigga within you. Music rot in your brain and slowly start to convince you. Then you let your kids listen and then the cycle continues. Blame it all on the menu. Blame it on those drinks. Blame it on everybody except for your own race. Blame it on white privileges. Blame it on white kids and just blame it on white citizens. Aim at the vice president. Bunch of class clowns. Niggas kneeling on the field, that's a flag down. How dare you try to make demands for this money? You gon' show us some respect. You gon' stand for this country, nigga.
He said it with the other two letters on the end. Two things. He said the word disconnect, which is really what I was thinking when I was saying that I don't feel like what this point of view is saying is racist. I think it's disconnected. And I think that's probably going to be the same thing for this young man when he starts to speak. Number two, this is Joyner's voice. I'm sure of it. What a aware person and perspective you have to be a person of color and to speak this truth. Obviously Joyner is an African American man. He's a black man, but he's speaking from the perspective of, I think this is what's supposed to be the picture of white America or the Make America Great movement. This is what this is, and it's a generalization, right? Like no one's saying this is what everyone thinks, but I think this is just an artistic view of that perspective. But what a for him to be able to verbalize that, I think really well, speaks to his artistry, in my opinion. I just think that's when you can look at both sides and be correct on both sides, I think that speaks a lot about who you are and what your introspective, your inward journey. You know what I mean?
To make demands for this money, you gon' show us some respect. You gon' stand for this country, nigga. I'm not racist. I'm just prepared for this type of war. I heard Eminem's rap at the awards. Who's he fighting for? Y'all can take that motherfucker too. He ain't white no more. It's like you wanna be so famous. You'll do anything for attention and a little payment. I can't take you nowhere without people pointing fingers. Pants hanging off your ass, you ain't got no home training. Put your fucking pants up, nigga. Put that suit back on. Take that do-rag off. Take that gold out your mouth. Quit the pitiful stuff. And then maybe police will stop killing you fucks. Yo, what the fuck? I'm not racist. It's like we're living in the same building but split into 2 floors. I'm not racist. But there's 2 sides to every story. I wish that I knew yours.
Perspective. I talk about this a lot. Circumstance. If each one of us lived a different circumstance in one way, one angle, one degree of change, we could maybe understand other people's circumstances. And I love that he just sat down and said that. Like, maybe I just need to understand. You know what I mean? I think that is really the root of the problem these days, is that people aren't even willing to understand. We just go with what we think we know, because is it really the truth? I don't know. But we go with what we think we know, what we've heard, what we've been conditioned to understand from our experiences, the things we watch, right? We don't watch the same things as everybody else. So we all have different information. And that's the degree of disconnect, in my opinion.
Racist. But there's 2 sides to every story. I wish that I knew yours.
These young men are acting their tails off.
I wish that I knew yours. I'm not racist. I swear. With all disrespect, I don't really like you white motherfuckers. That's just where I'm at. Screaming all lives matter is a protest to my protest. What kind of shit is that? And that's one war you'll never win. The power in the word nigga is a different sin. We shouldn't say it, but we do, and that's just what it is. But that don't mean that you can say it just cause you got nigga friends. Nigga. That word was originated for you to keep us under. That when we use it, we know that's just how we greet each other.
I love that he said that, and then he said it to him. Like, it's like, that's really what it is. What he just said about it is really what it is, I think. But the irony to then turn around and say it at him is also like silly, right? It's like, what? This is really good. And if you don't watch this and think about your whole life and your whole perspective and your whole experience, you got to wake up. That's what these type of things are meant to be jarring. They're meant to shift you and meant to shift your mindset and your perspective, and just to rattle you a little bit outside of your everyday world, because we all live in our own worlds and our own bubbles, and we rarely tend to even take one big toe outside of it. And it's like, there is so much to be understood. There's so much to be experienced. There's so much to understand. And I think that is Joyner's, that's the conviction here, is if you can turn this off and not feel like, wow, I kind of want to understand the other side of this better. I want to understand where that they were coming from, where he's coming from, where she's coming from. I want to be open to that. Then you have some internal work you need to be doing, because we should all be seeking to know more, to do better, for everyone, for all of us.
That word was originated for you to keep us under. That when we use it, we know that's just how we greet each other. And when you use it, we know there's a double meaning under. And even if I wasn't picking cotton physically, that don't mean I'm not infected by the history. My grandmama was a slave, that shit gets to me, and you ain't got no motherfucking sympathy, you pussy nigga. I'm sorry, you can never feel my life. Tryna have faith, but I never feel alright. It's hard to elevate when this country's ran by whites, judging me by my skin color and my blackness. Tryna find a job, but ain't nobody call me back yet. Now I gotta sell drugs and put food in my cabinet. You crackers ain't slick, this is all a part of your tactics. Don't talk about no motherfucking taxes when I ain't making no dough. You think you know everything, but you don't. You wanna copy our slang and everything that we know. Try to steal black culture and make it your own. Whoa. Fuck, I'm exhausted. I can't even drive without the cops trying to start shit. I'm tired of this systematic racism bullshit. All you do is false shit. This the shit that I'm false with. And you don't know shit about my people. That's what bothers you. You don't know about no fried chicken and no barbecue. You don't know.
Education. You don't. He's saying, like, and the guy's thinking about it. He's like, you're learning another perspective. Because then what he said was right? And what he's saying is right? It's like, everybody wake up! Everybody wake up!
You don't know shit about my people. That's what bothers you. You don't know about no fried chicken and no barbecue. You don't know about the two-step or no loose change. You don't know about no 2 chains or no Kool-Aid. You don't know. And even though Barack was half as black, you hated President Obama. I know that's a fact. You couldn't wait to get him out and put a cracker back. And then you gave us Donald Trump, and that was payback for that. I'm not racist. I never lied, but I noticed the disconnect between your culture and mine. Yeah, I praised Tupac like he was a fucking god. He was fighting for his life way before he fucking died. Nigga, die, nigga. And all you care about is money and power and being ugly, and that's the cracker within you. Hatred all in your brain and slowly start to convince you. Then you teach it to your children until the cycle continue. Blame it on Puerto Rico, blame it on OJ.
I have to keep reminding myself that this is Joyner and not these 2 young men. This is so good, y'all. This needs a Grammy and Oscar and all the things. I have to like keep saying that's Joyner B, that's Joyner. That's not these 2 young men. They are. This is so good.
Then you teach it to your children until the cycle continue. Blame it on Puerto Rico, blame it on OJ, blame it on everybody except for your own race. Blame it on black niggas and blame it on black citizens. Aim at the black businesses. I ain't saying I'm innocent, but I might be any day now. Treating everybody how you want in any way how. I swear North Korea about to bomb us any day now. And now I'm ducking every time I hear a fucking plane now. Shit. You know I make a lot of sense, but you just can't admit it. When Eminem went against Trump, that was the illest. Cause even though he's white, he let us know he's standing with us. I'm not racist, but I cry a lot.
I don't know about this.
You don't know
Eminem
what it's like to be in a frying pot.
What I missed.
You don't know what it's like to mind your business and get stopped by the cops. And I know if you about to die or not. You worry about your life, so you take mine. I love you, but I fucking hate you at the same time. I wish we could trade shoes, so we could change lives, so we can understand each other more, but that'll take time. I'm not racist. It's like we living in the same building, but split into both sides. I'm not racist. But there's 2 sides to every story, and now you know mine.
I love how this came together. It's making me want to cry. Wait.
I'm hoping maybe we can come to an understanding.
I love how this came together.
Agree to disagree, we can have an understanding.
This make me emotional. Hold on.
I'm not racist.
Ooh, Joyner Lucas. Ooh. I'm okay. We were all humans. Oh, wait. I need to go back. Wait. We were all humans until race disconnected us, religion separated us, politics divided us, and wealth classified us. If we would all be open to hearing each other's truths, we could come together and find common ground is really what this is about. We have all been so changed by our circumstances, by our views, the things that we feed our brains, right? That like we leave no room for different. I got really choked up at the end just now. That was beautiful. I mean, just to see like they were both able to really unleash their truth uninhibited. And in the end, they could hug it out. And we're all capable of that. Everybody's capable of that. We're all capable of it. And it starts with stuff like this. So good on Joyner Lucas. This was amazing. This was incredible. I feel so moved, and I think that is the point. If you don't feel moved, you have to go inward and see what's going on in there. You should feel moved by things like this. You should feel compelled and inspired to at least start fixing things around you. One person can't change the world in one day, but we can all change our little worlds in some way. Joyner Lucas, shout out to you for this. This was incredible. Man. Woo. Like, I'm going to be thinking about this for days and days and days, y'all. All right. Go have the day you deserve. Peace.